Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another splendiferous episode of Anything But Politics. My name is Jim Altman, and as always, I'm here with...
Christian Rollman. That's a new one.
Splendiferous?
Yeah, what is that a real word?
It's a new one every episode, buddy.
No, I mean, like, I've never heard that word before. Is that a real word?
You've never heard splendiferous?
Is it like one of those, like, Disney words?
Like a Winnie the Pooh word?
Yeah, like a Winnie the Pooh word.
I don't think so. I'm Googling
Is it a dead-ass
splendiferous. I love how I looked it up. It is informal, but it's a synonym of splendid. The people also ask, the first response is splendiferous a real word?
That is wild. I've never heard that word before.
Yeah, now I'm trying to find the origin. Hey guys, put this on hold. We're just going to go ahead and look up the origin of splendiferous.
Yeah,
I mean,
typical podcast
looks like
things.
earliest use is mid-19th century.
Wow, yeah.
Formed irregularly from splendor. It was somewhere hidden in my vocabulary, and I'm like, it means good.
It does mean good. It is in the top 4% of words looked up.
Oh, yeah. Top four, dang.
That's a pretty good job, splendiferous.
It's the kind of word you gotta look up.
It's true. It may not be a word used often, but when you hear it, it's like, well, I have to look that up.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't just
I've got to look up the origin of the word splendiferous.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
I hope you enjoyed your weeks. Christian is slowly dying.
No, it's way quicker than that.
We're on the fast track. So welcome back, everybody. I want to say it's been a week.
It hasn't, though.
It hasn't. We are so bad at like recording recently. Like for the past like 3 episodes, our schedules have just been so off, but
yeah,
we're getting stuff out on time, and I can't mention how proud I am about that.
Super, and that has nothing to do with me, but I'm really proud of you guys.
That hardly has to do with me. Video editing is the root of the work, so we do thank Seth, our YouTube editor, for his magnificent work. And we thank anyone that might be here from our AJR episode.
Whoa, right? Hey, guys. Go ahead.
At time of recording, that video's been out for 2 days, and it's already surpassed like 2 or 3 episodes that we've put out in the last month. So yeah. It's a new album. People are searching it and looking for reviews and such. Yep. And we might have caught on to a little bit of a trend. But if you decided to stick around, first off, hey, we'll mention them a couple times, but we're not AJR centered. And 2, don't leave because of that. I promise. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah,
we're good.
We like to talk about a lot of things, and AJR happens to be one of those things, whether positive or negative. And I do want to say real quick, I have... Jeez.
Oh, do we have follow-up notes?
I do have a couple follow-up notes.
Okay,
just because, like,
really, we're going to get this right out of the way at the beginning. This episode isn't going to be about the album again, but I also have follow-up notes, having a few more days to listen to it.
Yeah, because, like, we really did. I listened to it that midnight it dropped, and then I think we recorded, a day or 2 later?
Yeah, it was very fast.
So I only listened to the album all the way through, I think maybe once, maybe twice, and then a couple I listened to. So Christmas in June, I love that song. That has become one of my favorites off the album, so I just wanted to say that really quick because I only listened to it once or twice when we did the episode. But I've listened to it a lot, and I really like that melody line. Mm-hmm. Adventure is Out There has gone a little bit higher on my
hell yeah,
on my
I love it.
It's different. I think I needed to get used to it, and I have to just get past what it is, and it is some corny lyrics, but I have to just kind of get past it because honestly, it isn't too bad.
I feel better with the corny lyrics having watched the like hour-and-a-half interview that AJR did about the album and hearing what they had to say about it.
Yeah, that
if you all are interested, go check that out.
Yes. It's the Zach Sang Show? Are you referring to that one?
Yep.
Yeah. They do it every time they do an album, and they're really great on that show.
They really are
cool.
Excellent questions.
Excellent questions. Excellent. They get deep enough to like, ooh, that's really interesting, but not deep enough to like, okay, can we move on, please? Like they do a really good job of just pacing it really nicely.
Yeah. And you learn a lot of cool things.
So many cool things.
A couple episodes ago, I believe it was episode 16, we did for the YouTube exclusive content, which, hey, Spotify listeners, by the way, if you want to go check that out, We do YouTube exclusive content.
We do.
You're missing stuff, man. Go check us out on YouTube. Anything but politics. Anywho, episode 16, about the midpoint of the episode, we did a listen through of Way Less Sad because it had just come out.
Yep.
That was almost a Cardi B song.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's wild. It wouldn't have been the same lyrics, but like AJR produces for other people. We discussed that. And Cardi B's team were like, hey, do you have anything that she could put a track over? And they presented the Way Less Sad beat, which is sampled from a Simon and Garfunkel song.
And very Cardi B. Like, I'm not a huge
It was very
Cardi
B, to be fair.
Yeah, like that sounds like her right up her alley. I was very surprised she didn't take it.
Mm-hmm. But then she put out WAP, so.
She sure did.
she came out on top of that.
Yeah.
She did her thing. We're proud.
Did her thing. She sure did. Yeah,
but
so that's just interesting.
Every song I said I disliked, I think I love now.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a hostage situation. I keep listening and I'm like, but I like it more.
Yeah, I cannot stop listening. I said in the episode that like the re-listenability isn't as strong in this album as it was in the theater, but it's getting up there, man. I keep coming back to it. Recently, I've been listening to older songs again. I'm still skipping Bang most times, but like, yeah, it's
I'm listening through Bummerland. I'm listening through Way Less Sad every time, just because at a certain point it becomes ingrained in your head. When one song ends, you already know the next one. That's the best part of loving an album, is knowing its order.
Yes.
And like if it's ever on shuffle, you know that it's wrong because you're like, oh, this song's next, and then it's not. You know that feeling?
Yeah, and it throws you off like crazy.
It's the best when you get that attached to an album, and that I am.
Me too.
I like Joe way much more than I did.
Oh, good.
I love Joe so much.
Yeah.
We also mentioned last episode, man, it'd be like crazy fucked up if they like didn't change his name and his name was actually Joseph.
His name really is Joseph. When
dude's
he said that, I was like,
name's
whoa.
Joseph. They said during that interview with Zach Sang that Adam kind of said, no. Ryan said it. Yep. I always say Adam said it. I always go to Adam.
Yeah.
And Adam's the one that doesn't talk.
Doesn't talk ever. He talked like twice in that interview.
No, Ryan went ahead and said, like, no, we didn't change his name. His name's Joseph. I'm waiting on a call.
See, but
which
like,
is crazy.
Yeah, but like also I was thinking back and like, if you write like a mean song about somebody, you have to change their name.
Yes.
But I do.
But this
understand,
it's like a very kind song. Almost.
It's a very kind song. It's a bit of a. I don't know if obsessive is a category of song, but like he's definitely obsessed with this person.
It's kind of like an idolization.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, like
put Joe on a pedestal.
Yeah, so it's like putting myself in Joe's shoes for a moment. Hearing that song, I'd be like, ugh. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, it would just feel weird to me, but it's a bold move. It's a bold move not changing their name. His name.
Yeah. I still go fucking hard to Ordinary-ish People. The Blue Man Group killed it on the percussion.
It slaps so hard.
The whole album does, but we can't keep talking about it.
No, we can't. So let's roll that intro. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. Roll that intro, and we'll come right back.
Let's roll the tape. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Jim and Christian.
And you're listening to Anything But Politics.
Fuck yeah!
Please take that out.
And welcome back, everybody. Hear us out for just a second.
We gotta talk about this.
Okay.
Jim, your chest never pops.
Okay, bring in why the hell we're talking about it.
Yeah, my chest popped during the dancing. And I was like, oh, my chest pops. And Jim was like, what in your chest can pop? You've never had your chest pop?
No, Spotify, by the way, in YouTube land, we dance during the intro. It's very good. We're amazing dancers.
We're really
we've choreographed a whole thing. But his chest popped during it. No, what is there to pop? You're saying it popped. What pops?
Yeah, so if you like put your shoulders back and like puff your chest out like as much as you can, sometimes my chest will pop.
I can imagine your shoulders doing something.
Nope, it's like it's in the middle of my chest. Now, I do have permanent nerve damage in my chest. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe.
When I was born, or in the womb, I was born like this. I was laying, I know you can't see, but you do. I was laying on, I'm going to try to describe it as well as possible. I was laying on my side.
Yeah.
And my arm was pushed forward, and I was almost like hugging myself. Like if you hug yourself, or if you touch your shoulders with opposite hands, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what one of my arms was doing. And so I was just laying like that, and so my entire left side grew forward. So my whole left side of my body, of my upper body, is pushed forward further than my right side. So I have a piece of my chest that pokes out because it's further forward. So it might, I don't know, it might have something to do with that.
I can't say I've ever experienced it.
Yeah, my chest, but also like I've heard my sisters say their chest is popped.
Maybe it's genetic?
Maybe? I don't know. That's odd. I thought everybody did that. Y'all, slap in the comments if you ever pop your chest.
For real. Now we've already rolled the intro, so this is uncharted territory, but sure let's go ahead and do the weekend recap now.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
You're fine. I mean, our weekend recap can boil down to essentially, I've been listening to that album.
Right? Honestly. So what has your week been like, Jim?
Getting ready for some stuff. And, for example, I'm having D&D tomorrow, actually. Ooh. We're doing it over Discord. And this is the one that my wife and I are running.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're going to be on Discord. We're going to be doing that for a couple hours, and it's always really fun to write the story and plan, because it's not like writing a book when you write for D&D, when you're leading the game, because so much freedom is put in the hands of the players that if you try to chart a solid story,
doesn't work.
I promise they won't do it.
Yeah, it's boring.
I promise you they will do everything but what you want them to do. So you really do have to plan for a lot of contingencies, and even then they'll throw you for a loop, and it's a lot of ad lib. It's very fun. I'm very excited for tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun.
That's dope.
I'm also do you know the game Undertale?
So like minimally. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the same way. I don't know why, but Undertale came out, got popular. YouTubers that I watch played it, did full playthroughs. I never played it. I never watched it get played, and I don't know why. Like, I wasn't actively trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I never caught on to it, but it's on Xbox Game Pass right now, so I downloaded it, and I've been playing it recently. Holy shit, that's a good game.
Really? So the hype
I'm loving it. It's charming. That's what it is. It is full of charm. It's like an 8-bit RPG cute thing.
Interesting.
And there are multiple endings and multiple choices that are affected by how you play. It's almost Pokemon-esque, where you can come into like random encounters with these monsters, but then you have the choice to either talk to them and spare them, like avoid confrontation whatsoever, or you can just kill them. And there are pacifist runs, and that changes the end of the game. It's totally different end of the game.
Neat. That's pretty cool.
And if you murder everything you come across, that's a different ending. So I'm probably going to be playing this a couple times. So yeah. I'll let y'all know next week how that went.
That's really cool. Yeah,
but it's really fun. Game, D&D. That's my week.
Nice. Yeah, there was always so much hype around that. I think I stayed away from it because I never like hype.
Yeah.
Because I always get disappointed. Every time something gets hyped up, I always get disappointed. So I was like, fuck hype, man. If people are hyping it up, then I'm sure it's not good.
Yes.
Which isn't always true. I think that's a shitty part of my personality. That like I can't ever get behind something that's hyped up because of that reason. And I miss out on a lot of cool stuff, like Unisonus, like probably Undertale. You know, like I just miss out on these really cool things that were appropriately hyped. But my dumb brain is just like, nah, probably not good enough. So anyway,
in part, it might be that you kind of hyperfixate on the things that you're passionate about. The things that you're passionate about, you love with every single cell in your body. Really so when someone says that something is hype or something's really cool, they probably don't mean it to the extent of the things that you were passionate about and that you love. So you walk in thinking, oh, they said it was really great. When they're really great is your subpar, your definition of something that's like subpar. So,
and if I get if I'm going to get into something, I'm going to get into it and it's going to take over my life for like a month. So
yes, that I'm on that train.
Yeah, so if somebody says, "Oh, this is incredible," I'm like, "Cool." Am I going to devote my like a month of my life to this, or
they're like, "No, it's a new song that you listen to for one day and then it gets boring and then it's like, oh,
that it feels like a waste." Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably what it is. And excuse me, guys, I'm going to go ahead and say, I just got off work before this episode, and we are recording earlier in the day again. This is 2 weeks in a row.
Yep. 2 weeks in a row.
We're recording earlier in the day because Christian has work later today. And typically we don't record this early, so my ADD medicine is worn off. I'm going to be very left-brained today.
Nice.
I'm going to be very left-brained today. Very analytical. That's fine.
No problem.
How's your week? How's it been?
My week has been crazy. Every week, like for the past month or so, this is why like the scheduling has just been so shitty, is that I feel like I'm waking up and like, oh yeah, I have 900 things to do today. I forgot about those things. And I always forget until the day of. And it's like, oh, let me do all these things. And I've been overscheduling, like things will be overlapping. And I'm like, fuck, I hate when I do that. I do it all the time and it drives me nuts. So Thursday, this is so dumb.
Yeah.
Wednesday I fucked up because I was supposed to go see an old friend, an old boss friend of mine, Lewis, who I've mentioned on the podcast.
Yes.
I have not changed his name. So Lewis, I was supposed to meet him for lunch on Wednesday. We had decided on Wednesday. Well, the morning after we decided, which was like Monday, he messaged me going, hey, do you mind if we switch to Friday? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Let's do Friday. Just not even thinking about it. He texted me pretty early in the morning. So I wonder if I just like woke up to his text and half awake just answered. And so Wednesday rolls around and I drive to the place that we were supposed to meet up, which is an hour away from where I live. Oh, why did I just say that? Never mind. Cut that out, Seth. I don't
accidentally dox yourself.
Yeah. So anyway, to a big city. We were going to meet up, and it's decently far away from where I live.
Yes.
And I drove all the way there and messaged him, and I was like, hey, they're closed. And he was like, I thought we were doing Friday. And I was like, fuck. Yep. Let's not do Friday because I have to work. Like, I can't do Fridays. Yeah. And so I don't, what's wrong with me, you know?
I know I'd attribute that to the fact that you were half awake. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
Like, I'll wake up with the memories that I messaged them, but I'll have no idea what about, and then I open it up, and it was probably like a Snapchat. I communicate with people more over that than anything else. And
true.
So I don't see the message anymore, and I'm just like, what did I say? And they're just like, oh, we made plans for next Saturday instead of this. Yeah. I'm like, oh, great, cool. I didn't want to do anything Saturday anyway. So, I wanted to sleep, so good.
Right.
But yeah, so, I'm there with you.
Yeah, so that happened Wednesday, and then Thursday, which is yesterday, I went thrift shopping with my sisters, which is always a blast.
Nice. Gosh, love thrift shopping.
Me too. We do it 4 times a year. We go shop for our season. Yep. So we shop for spring. Yeah, it's such a blast. We absolutely love it. It's one of our favorite things to do. So yeah, we went shopping for spring, and so this shirt, actually, the shirt I'm currently wearing, and the sweatpants I'm wearing, I got them, and it's just like these sweatpants. They're from Adidas. They still had the Adidas tag on it. Like, it hadn't been worn yet, and I got it for a fifth of the price.
The gems that you can find in a thrift shop. Mimi found a shirt that she thought was funny because there's so many like out of context things that wind up at a thrift shop.
Yeah.
So there's a black T-shirt, and it just says the Anti-Noodle Noodle Club. So she got it because that's fucking hilarious.
Absolutely, as you should get it.
It was like $2 because it's just a graphic tee She looked it up because who the hell wouldn't want to know if that's like an actual thing? Like, was this made by a friend group, or is this made by like a company? Is this a campaign? What the fuck is the Anti-Noodle Noodle Club? It's like a $50 t-shirt.
No way.
Yeah, dead ass. I'm gonna look up what it was.
So speaking of like out of context weird t-shirts that like I almost bought, I really did almost buy ironically because it was 99 cents.
Yeah.
And I needed an orange shirt to go underneath a button-up over shirt that I had bought. I looked at it and it was a plain orange shirt. I was like, this is exactly what I wanted. And then I looked at the back and it said, ADHS Band Moms Rule. And I was like, I don't know if that's the type of shirt. It was like some high school band mom shirt, which is like a really super popular brand of clothing. Band mom shirts are popping right now. And I was like, maybe I don't know if I want a random high school's band mom's rule shirt. I don't know if that's going to fit my aesthetic. So I didn't end up getting it because I knew I wouldn't wear it. It's like you have to find things that you're like, is this ironic enough to where I would wear it? Or is it like too ironic to where it's like, what the fuck? I'm never going to wear this, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I got some good shit. Like, yeah, like these sweatpants were $14 and we looked them up after and they were like $60. I was like, holy shit, because sweatpants are expensive because it's a lot of material. And then, yeah, this shirt was like $4 and I really like it. And I got a bunch of other stuff. I spent like $100. So but I also got new Converse because I have a pair of Converse that Leah hates because they're like, they're multicolored. So it's 3 colors. There's yellow, purple, and pink. And I really like them. I think they're really cool. And she hates them. She hates the the colors.
Yeah.
And so I got I picked up a turquoise pair of Converse, which is like one of my favorite colors ever. It's like tealish, turquoise-ish, you know, one of those types of colors. And I love it. And they look brand fucking new. Like there's a tiny little stain on the side of one of them, but other than that, they look really, really nice. And I got them for like $14. It's like a $70 pair of shoes. So that was dope. Got another pair of shoes where the soles are ripped out, but I mean, I can put in new soles. They were like $4.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like fucking why not? And then a bunch of other stuff. Just like I got every time I go thrift shopping, I think there's always just like one purchase that I just really fuck up on.
Yeah.
Bowling shoes. I got bowling shoes the first time. This time, I don't know why they were in the men's section, but I picked up women pants.
Okay.
And like, I'm down with like I have a pair of girls' jeans. Like they look good on me and I like them.
Yes.
This had the 4 buttons. Instead of like zippers, it had 4 buttons.
Yeah.
And it had way too much room in the butt and way not enough room in the front. Yeah. Like I just, I put them
backwards. On. Start a trend. Ass first into life. Walk ass first into life.
I love that. I wish I had thought of that because honestly, I would do it. But I gave them to my sister. They fit her perfectly.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah, she loves them now. And like she didn't get a whole lot. She just couldn't find much.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was nice. At least somebody got to wear them. But no, they look so
they did not go to waste.
No, that I really liked because they were like $12 and like that's on the expensive end when you go thrift shopping.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so but they were stylish. I liked them. If it weren't for the 4 buttons, I would have kept them and just tried to make it work, you know?
Yes.
But yeah, so that was my shitty purchase. But they were in the men's section. That was what bothered me. It's like it's not like I like just went through, oops, I was in the women's section when I bought this. No, it was like right next to dude jeans.
It happens, man. Thrift stores are crazy. People pick stuff up and then they're like, oh, I don't want this. And they put it away.
True. But this was at like, you ever been to a Plato's Closet?
Yeah.
That is the best thrift store ever. I feel like they've got their shit together at that store, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was shocked to find that they had the women's clothing, a pair of women's pants in the, but I understand, like,
yeah,
that's probably not their fault. They probably didn't put it there initially. It was probably some other person who was
exactly.
You know, the typical.
Yeah.
People who don't give a shit. It's like when you're in the grocery store and you find like a peach next to the fucking rice And you're like, why is that there? You know,
it's a kid who picked up a peach and he's like, Mom, can I have this? And it's like, shut the fuck up, put that away. And they're like, oh, okay. And they put it next to the rice.
You put it next to the rice.
Because they're there by then. They've been carrying this peach for them for like 3 aisles before they're like,
to the rice.
Mom? And it's like, where did you get that? The produce is on the other side of the store. And it's like, yeah. I'll put it away.
Kids just be picking shit up. You get to the end, you're like checking out, and you're like, there's like 7 items that I did not know about.
Oh, dude, I'm terrified. We're so like excited to have a kid, but at the same time, it's terrifying.
It really is. Yeah, I've got a while before I even think about that. Yeah, I see moms in aisles all the time just being like, why? Okay. I mean, like, I'm not going to run all the way back and put it back, so we're just going to deal with it, I guess. And then also working at Food Lion, that shit happened all the time. And it was one or two people where they'd be like, fuck it, yeah, sure, you can have this random thing. That you can have Jamba Juice. Sure, go ahead.
Because the options are, buy the thing, send your child off on their own to put it back, or leave your child at the register while you go put it back, or both of you leave the register and leave the cart. None of which are good options. Or, the best option is take the $2 loss.
Oh, there is one more. There is one more option that half the people took.
Fucking lob it across the store and just hope it lands where it's supposed to.
Nope. It was, can I just leave this with you? And I'd be like,
really?
Yeah, sure. Yep. And so I'd have
I don't stock. I scan shit. Stock? That's Ted. That's Ted's department. Ted to register 6. I'm not fucking doing this.
Yeah. So I would just be like, fucking fine, yeah, and I'd put it underneath my thing, and then at the end,
across the store.
and then I'd lob it across the store.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the day, I have to go and bring all that shit back.
You probably have a shopping cart full of shit at the end of the day, and you have to reverse shop.
Yep, and it sucks.
You have to like, okay, this is bread. It's not in the pastry aisle. It doesn't go. Nope. It's the bread. Okay.
This is peach. It does not go with the rice. Yeah.
Peach does not go with rice.
Not at all. Yeah, it sucked. So if anybody's out there and that situation occurs to you, with you, on you, around you, don't fucking do that shit. Just
don't give it to the cashier.
Don't give it to the cashier. It's not their job, you know?
Yeah.
Their job is to scan shit, check you out as quick as possible, with as little small talk as possible. Because believe it or not, no one wants to have small talk with you. Nobody. 0 people want to have small. Sorry, this might be a wake-up call to you. No one wants to talk to you. I guarantee, especially if they're at work. They don't want to have a conversation. Tell me if I'm wrong, Jim.
You are correct.
Thank you.
In my 3 years at Sonic, even the regular customers that would come every single day, so like these should be the strongest employee-customer relationships I have. These people that I see every day, they tip me more than any regular customer because... You know, they're here all the time.
Yep.
They're regulars. I didn't want to fucking chat. I have a job. I'm doing a job.
Exactly. Especially when your job is reliant on speed.
Exactly. No, that's the thing. It's like, hey, on top of the fact that, like, I don't want to, like, toot my own horn. But for those of you that don't know, I worked at Sonic Drive-In, which is a restaurant in which you have the option as a server to roller skate. And I took that option big time.
Hell yeah.
And I roller skated every day in the rain, in the snow. I roller skated. So, I was all about that speed. And I was so fast, they would schedule me as the only car hop most days.
Damn.
I was fine with it because it didn't really produce a strain. I never really got overworked because they knew their scheduling. I had great managers. And if it was going to be like... If there was a new promotion, like if summertime came back and they were like, oh, half price shakes are back on, they knew to have like 3 car hops. But most times I was the only one and I have like 4 other people waiting on their food, man. I don't want to talk about how your wife's doing.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Good? Awesome. Great. Bye.
Cool. Yeah, like, oh my word, I got stopped the other day of people asking, hey, what time do you close? Like we close at 2, it's Friday, so 2 o'clock. Cool. So if I ordered a pizza at 1 o'clock, would you be able to get... Yes, I just said we close at 2. So if you ordered at 1, you're an asshole, but yes, we will still bring it to you. Like, okay, well, what if I ordered at 1:30? My guy, if it's before 2 o'clock, yes, you will get your pizza. The closer you are to 2, the more we'll fucking hate you.
Yeah.
But you will still get your food. You will still get it. Okay, what kind of stuff do you have?
God, I fucking wish you could look this stuff up online.
Right? If only there was a menu.
I wish any restaurant would post its hours, its menu online. That'd be so fucking handy.
Boy, that would be really helpful, right?
God, that'd be so convenient.
Or, hey, you're at a hotel. There are brochures of like every restaurant in the city.
In like a 3-mile radius, like you know every fucking Papa John's, Domino's there is.
Yeah.
It's always pizza. Pizza's always at the top of the list.
Always.
Pizza is I just got to the hotel room and
just order pizza.
Yeah.
It's pizza
hotel
or it's
pizza.
Chinese food.
A hotel pizza hits different.
It really, really does. Yeah. Anytime I'm in a hotel, it's like pizza time. But yeah, like they have the brochure. Just go. I'm not the I'm not the spokesperson for Domino's to just go around telling people the shit we have. And how many toppings do you have? A lot. We have a lot of toppings. I can't.
We have a
rattle
lot
off
of toppings.
All 60 for you right now, but we have a lot of toppings. Okay,
it's what do you want? Just let me boil it down. Boil it down. What do you want?
Yeah,
Don't ask what we have. What do you want? I'll tell you if we have it. And they're like, do you have pepperoni? It's like, we're fucking Domino's.
Yeah, it's a pizza place. We have
pizza.
We have pepperoni. Yeah, we do.
Before you ask, we have cheese.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
It's a fan favorite around here. Almost every pizza tends to have it.
We really like our cheese at Domino's.
We really like our cheese at Domino's.
Yeah, it's plentiful. We have quite a bit of it.
Y'all got your crusts right, though. Domino's does crust right.
Domino's does do crust really nicely, yeah. And it does not matter which pizza you're getting. The crust, the dough, like all that shit is top tier for sure. Yeah, it's just like I really don't want to have this conversation with you right now. My job is like I'm making way less money if I'm sitting here talking to you, especially if you're not even a customer. I'm not even taking food to you. I have no obligation to you at all, not even a little bit.
Yeah, to the point that like you're ordering, you are, I don't know the legal definition, but like borderline loitering. Because loitering is when you're just like there.
You're just there
on the I don't want to say campus. It's not a
property.
University. On the property.
Yep.
You're there.
But you're not
and you're just not buying shit. You're just there to be there.
You're just there.
I don't want to talk, dog. Like this isn't a like pay by the minute line.
No.
Like I'm losing money talking to you.
Yeah, that's like this one guy a little while ago. He was getting his change out because it was like 64 cents and he wanted to get the change. And I like halfway through, he's like struggling trying to get the change. And I was like, hey man, it is 64 cents. Don't worry about it. And he was like, no, you need the money. And I was like, no.
Was he over the age of like 50?
He looked it. Wait, which was it? This was weeks ago. He either looked like he was over 50 but said he wasn't, or he looked like he was under 50 and said he was. I can't remember. But yeah, he was like, no, you need the money. And I was like, I don't really know. I don't. I'm actually losing way more than 64 cents by sitting here talking to you. He was like, no, patience is part of the job. You earn more money with patience. I was like, not in my job. not in my job.
It's Domino's 64 cents anyway. I'm not losing shit.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm losing is my mind trying to figure out why you think you have the right.
For real. It's like sick. Oh, man. Anyway, I could go on and on, but yeah.
Let's go on and on. Fuck it.
It's our podcast, you know?
No. Here's what I think's gonna happen, guys. If we seem less than organized, it's because we are. We both kind of agree that we're sensing a shift in our content from, hey guys, this episode's about music. Yeah. This episode's about our favorite sodas.
Yeah.
Like,
we got to start doing tier list shit.
If you're here, I promise you didn't look up podcast about two early 20s motherfuckers ranting about the service industry.
Yeah.
No. You know, at the point that you're here and listening, we'd like to hope that you're here just because of our stupid commentary. You just want to laugh at two guys chatting shit.
Yep,
so that's what we're gonna do.
That's what we do, man.
If we want to stick to one topic, we will. But I think that we've produced less funny bits when trying to force ourselves to stay on a point that we've milked dry than if we just allowed ourselves to move on to something completely different.
Yeah.
So
no need to kick a dead horse. Let's just ride the horse instead. Actually,
let's ride the horse together.
Let's ride the dead horse.
So on this horse, I worked at Outback for like a month or two, and it was the worst month or two of my life. I hated Outback Steakhouse so much.
Yeah. Of course you did.
It was, and to be fair, it wasn't the work environment in and of itself. There were a lot of issues within it. I think restaurant culture is much worse than fast food culture.
3,000,000%. Yep.
It's just so bad.
Yeah, I lasted 2 days, so I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm surprised I lasted a month or two.
Yeah.
Again, I was still part-time, and I made good money. I mean, it was tip share, which I don't 100% believe in.
Nope,
I
me
think
either.
you should pay your hosts a flat rate.
Yeah.
Don't pay the people who don't even serve, ergo not earning tips.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't pay us tipped wage and then split what they earned.
Yeah.
As someone who's benefiting off of the work of other people, I didn't like it.
Yeah. That's like real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but like this happened the other day and it is in regards to tip share. This guy was doing carry out, and we rarely get tips for carry out. And the rule is that all tips to carry out get tip shared amongst the insiders. Well, this, which I, to an extent, believing, because they're all working to get that pizza to that person.
Yeah.
But this lady was like, that boy, they're talking about one of our insiders, and she was like, that boy is one of the nicest people who has ever greeted me at this window. And he is. He's one of the sweetest persons ever. And he makes an effort to make sure the customer is happy and make sure that he is as nice as possible. And she was like, I want to give him this $5 tip.
Yeah.
Him specifically, because of the actions that he did. Had nothing to do with the pizza, had nothing to do with the food. And he got it. And some other girl was like, hey, that has to be tip shared, right? And he was like,
fuck you.
He was like, oh, okay. And so she was like, yeah, so like part of that is mine and part of that is hers and part of that is blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, fuck that. What the fuck?
Yeah, for real. I mean, like, I get it if
him.
she's just like, hey, and like, can I leave a tip? And it's like, yeah. And she's like, okay, here's $5.
Exactly. That's totally different.
Okay. The second she goes into who it's to go to and why it's to go to them, what they did, it's like, no.
Yeah.
If I was in the store, I literally would have been like if she was like, yeah, so part of that mine, part of that hers, part of that's his, I would have been like, no, part of it isn't mine. I'm not gonna do that.
That's what every single insider did except for the girl who asked for it. Like all of them were like, no, it sounded like that was supposed to go to him.
So it's like
it's $5, calm down.
Yeah, I don't know how many people work in a store. I'm gonna call it 5 just because it's easy math. There are 5. Yeah, 5 people in that store, and it's like, here's your share, Jessica, and it's like, here's your $1.
Yeah.
And then he gets to keep 4. I'm okay. Come on, man.
Yeah, it made me angry, but I don't like that girl anyway. Hope she doesn't listen to this. She'll know exactly who it is, and so
we'll change her name. It won't be Jessica. Yeah. Leave that out. Not in our name. God, what if I guessed it? What would you have done if I guessed it right? Like if I just spewed out a name and it was I just nailed it.
You know how hard that is to do? That's really fucking hard.
That's really hard.
Be amazed. I would be amazed.
What if I just?
Go ahead.
What if I just first and last it? What if I just spat out a first and last?
I would not keep doing this podcast because I think you're a witch. I would literally block you on everything and get away from you. That is terrifying.
Yeah. It's wild. So don't be her.
Yeah, don't be her.
Don't be her.
Don't be her.
If someone's earned it, they earned it.
Yeah,
and I get that like you're also trying to grind, but if you're genuinely trying to grind to the point that you're going to argue over that $1 of your tip share, start being as good as he was.
Exactly. You'll get more money that way.
Exactly, man.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead and talk about your Outback.
No, yeah, the Outback is fucking it's different because like your homie called on the phone and he's like, what if I ordered a pizza at 1:30, which is like half an hour before? How long does it take to make a pizza from dough to box?
It's supposed to be under 7 minutes.
Under 7 minutes.
Oh, dough, wait. So dough to box,
sauce, cheese, toppings.
Plus through the oven. Through the oven, it's supposed to be 10 to 15.
From dough to box, through the oven, toppings, every part of the process, 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, yep.
Okay. When you go to a sit-down restaurant, are you going to eat there for 10 to 15 minutes and then go?
No.
People would come in like 15 minutes to close.
Fuck that.
And like we're closing the kitchen.
Yeah.
But like now we've got
you got chairs upside down on the tables.
A family of 6.
Yeah.
God forbid like an entire like church group or like club, like college group, like whatever come in.
People, yeah.
Yeah, a group of like 8 people. And they all order the craziest shit. Like, I didn't even work in the kitchen, and that just bothered me, man. Like, I didn't serve them. As a host, I brought you to your table. I issued the little buzzers when we had to wait.
Yep.
I kept people informed on how long waits were. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And, I was the first face you saw when you walked in the door. And I'm surprised a lot of people stayed after that. But, for real, don't come in 15 minutes if you plan on, eating for 2 hours.
No, honestly.
Don't do it.
And at the same token, don't order a pizza at 1:58. That happens all too often. All too often. They'll call. They will call and we'll be like, we close at 2. And they're like, oh, sweet, I just made it. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you missed it.
You missed it by a lot. You missed it by a lot. If you're referring to a pizza, then no, you're correct. You didn't miss it. But if you're referring to us actually caring about you, you missed it a lot. You missed it by a long shot. We don't care about you at this point.
Anyone ever show up just 2 minutes after close? Maybe your lights are still on.
Yep.
Do they
all
knock?
The time. Oh, not recently because our inside is closed, so no one comes to the door. But people will call. People will call at 2:15 and be like, but we don't even give them the time of day. We answer the phone, and before they have any time to speak, we go, "We're closed, thank you," and hang up the phone.
As you should do.
Yep.
As you should do.
We've had some people come to the window because we have drive-through, and that's how people get their food. We've had some people come to the window and knock.
Yeah.
But most people don't want to order at the store because then they have to wait in the parking lot for 15 minutes. So most people call ahead. So it happens very infrequently.
At Sonic, we never had anyone knock just because you don't get out of your car, period. The whole experience happens in your car.
Yeah.
But we turn off all the lights. So the parking lot's pitch black. We turn off all the lights when we close at midnight or whatever. Yeah. And 2 minutes after we turn the lights off, someone will press the button.
Oh God.
We've taken our headsets off. We've taken the batteries out of the headset.
Yeah.
So we have to put the battery in. We're like, hey, it's never what can I get for you? It's always, hey, this is Jim. Welcome to Sonic. Do you need help with something? And they're like, yeah, I'd like to order. And it's can you even read your menu right now? It's okay. I'm gonna come outside. I go outside. I'm like, hey, point at what you want on the menu. And they're like, well, I can't see the menu. And it's then go home, Richard.
Yeah, I wonder fucking why.
I wonder fucking why.
That's kind of the point of 2 minutes past close.
Right, so people would ring the button and then people would go through the drive-thru. At Outback, people would try the door and they're like, oh, it's locked. Hey, your door's locked.
Yeah, you must have made a mistake. The door is locked. Do you want to unlock the door so you can have customers?
Hey, why is the door locked at fucking 11 o'clock at night? I thought this was Outback.
Yeah.
Outback, live Moss. Outback, I'm fucking loving it. Open 24 hours. It's Outback, man. If you want an 8-ounce sirloin, go home. Go to Walmart.
You said Outback, live Moss, and I was like, is that their slogan?
No.
I thought Outback was Australian. I'm such a dumbass. What is it?
Fine.
What is the Outback slogan?
Outback.
Fucking, what is it?
Louisiana Fast.
Yep, that's it.
It's finger looking good.
Looking good. There's KFC.
We haven't talked about Colonel Sanders in a while.
We haven't. How's that guy doing? Let me look it up.
I think he's doing all right. Wait, what are you looking up? Colonel Sanders or
Outback? Yo, I spelled Colonel right. I deserve a trophy. How is Colonel Sanders doing?
How's he doing?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, man.
Shit. Oh, poor guy.
That sucks.
That sucks. When did he die? Oh, 1980. Damn, we just missed him. He died at 90 years old?
Really?
He was born in 1890.
Colonel was kicking it for a while.
He was. He was 5'10". He was married to Claudia Price for 32 years and Josephine King for, 38? Mm-hmm. Good for them. Whoa, wait. Born in 1890. Damn, Colonel Sanders got married at 19.
What a man.
He
knew what he wanted.
At 57. Whoa, wait. Oh, and the year he got divorced, he remarried less than a year after.
Like I said, he knew what he wanted.
Man was kicking it for real.
I wanna close this book. What the fuck? What is Outback Steakhouse's thing? I can't find Outback's thing.
Yeah, I feel like.
Oh, I love this. The little left and right arrows on the website are boomerangs. Yeah.
Okay.
I got nothing.
So we've got
Outback. Eat steak.
Go Outback. Crave on.
We have the steaks.
We have the steaks. Live adventurous. Always fresh in the Outback. No rules, just right. Get in for
No
wood,
rules,
fire,
just right
grill
is like an
favors.
employee thing. Like we know no rules, just right, but
Gotcha.
like it's not published anywhere.
You'll find any excuse to go Outback. Let's go Outback
my
tonight. Don't just go out. Go Outback.
Oh, that one I like.
That's the one. Yeah. I think that's the one I remember as like a child of like seeing the Outback commercials. Like, don't just go out. Go Outback. You know.
Yeah, I like that. Anywho, you think it's about time for to go to the money corner?
Yeah, let's go to the Mooney corner.
Hey guys, see you in the money corner. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody.
Woo!
Very funny because the episode in which we mention, hey guys, you're missing YouTube exclusive content. If you don't, go to YouTube. This episode doesn't have any. Last episode didn't have any. We've been on time crunches both times.
Yeah, we're hopefully gonna get away from that. I think next week I should be like full free.
Yeah, this is the reset. Like this is our little schedule reset. For the past 2 times we've missed our Monday recording date. Tuesday recording date. So I'm free Tuesday.
I'm free Tuesday, baby. We'll do it.
Yeah, we'll get back on track. That way we can start, doing a little bit more content like we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've touched on, and it's funny because we actually have had an episode dedicated to our lives in the service industry.
Yes, we have.
And the fact that we had so much more to say.
We really did.
We really did, and that's okay.
I can't wait to quit my job. Whenever that happens. I mean, I get to quit my current job in September-ish, around that time when I move. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have to go get another one. I can't wait to quit my job and just quit my fucking job and be done with my job,
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Whether that means, hey, I'm going to go, do bigger things in the corporate world or whatever the fuck, like I'm going to go make money in a real human adult way. Or if that means music.
Yeah. Dude, it's so weird saying what I do.
Is it really? Is it really?
Yeah, because like at the end of the day,
you have such a real job though.
Huh?
You have such a real job.
I have such a like big boy job.
Yeah, you do.
Like I feel like I should be wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of like off. So without giving too much detail, I don't work for main person. I work for someone that's contracted to hire people for that thing. Right. So I work for a call center. I'll leave it there. And in that call center, I work for a major bank. I'll leave it there. So, like, I say, like, oh, yeah, I'm in banking. And it's like I work all day, like, on fraud cases and stuff like that. I should have a briefcase.
Yeah, dude. You should be rolling in a fucking, Rolls Royce with a suitcase and a suitcase, not a suitcase, a briefcase.
Briefcase.
This is how far away I am from that any type of that world at all. Is like, yeah, this suitcase to work, a briefcase and a fucking suit. That's what I'm just mixing suit and briefcase.
No, I've got a 15-year-old Monte Carlo that has a hood and a trunk that's different colors than the actual body of the car because we had to replace them.
Yeah, you have such a big budget. I feel like 18 whenever what do you do for a living? I deliver pizzas. I deliver pizzas to like college kids and stuff. Like I feel like an absolute child whenever I have to tell people what I do.
It's only because like in a way I had to.
Yeah.
I went from like living in a studio apartment with a shared bathroom on my own kind of thing to going to living in a, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, like solo, like a bigger apartment. Yeah. I have a wife to support. I have a couple of pets. Like I needed a bigger income. So even going from part-time to full-time at Sonic was not going to be bringing in the income I needed. So I needed a big boy job. Got a big boy job. And I'm loving it. Like I genuinely can say, like I'm not super passionate, like, oh, I love bank work, but I'm not upset about what I do. Like I'm not thinking like, man, one day when I'll get out of all this. Even though you mentioned it. You mentioned you can't wait to leave yours because whether that means getting a big boy job or something more that you're passionate about, something more that creative. Aligns with music or podcasting.
Yeah, and I will deliver pizzas until I can do that. Like until I literally have to stop and have to get a big boy job, or until music happens, or even podcast happens, or like any content creation happens. Like I can't not give it the old college try for as long as I can, you know?
Yeah, because that is, I think, it goes without saying. It might not go without saying. I might have to say it. For those of you that don't know, at the end of the day, this isn't just something we do, man. Like, if we just did this to do this, if we just did this to did this, I feel like there wouldn't be a little less quality in it because we're passionate about doing it. We enjoy it. Yeah. And at the very same time, we're not doing it for money. Because if we were just doing it for money, it'd be a lot better. But no. We want to do this professionally. This being like creative production.
Mic and stuff.
Your music. Yeah. The podcast. Like Mimi and I do photography and we really love it. Just did a photo shoot for
And you kick ass at it. Can I just say, y'all do some really fucking good stuff.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about because, like, I don't think we've done a shoot in a little bit.
No, but like...
We did the, like, refrigerator shoot. But
the refrigerator shoot was dope. Just the stuff Mimi does with, like, with all the cosplaying stuff is phenomenal. She's really fucking good at it. You're really fucking good. Like, you guys are just really fucking good at it. I showed... what was the most recent one Mimi just did?
Cosplay?
Yes.
Nick Valentine from Fallout 4.
I showed Leah that, and she was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I was like... Yeah, Mimi's just really good at this. She was like, "That's Mimi!" Like she had no idea. She was amazed. She thought it was like a professional, like thing. Yeah. And she was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." But knowing that it was Mimi, her jaw dropped to the floor. Mm-hmm. It's just really good. Y'all are very, very good at it.
She's been doing it for so long. She's been doing it, I think, for like upwards of 10 years, and she is so damn good at it. And she's introduced me to a lot of it. So I've had a lot of luck in the area of cosplay because like I don't really have to do much. I mean, like if I need to change the structure of my face, she'll do my makeup to shade things in a way that I look like a different person.
For real.
She's great with the contacts, the hair, which we try to go as practical as possible all the time. I'm a big fan of practical effects as opposed to digital. Yes, we could always edit our eyes yellow in Photoshop
easily in 2 seconds.
But you know, we like to get contacts. We like to actually have a wig that matches the hair color. Yeah. We like to be in a location that matches the mood. We don't want to completely digitally edit the background because at a certain point, it is a disconnect.
Oh, absolutely. And like at some point, you're doing so much digitally that, like exactly what you said, there's a disconnect where like you don't feel like you're in the moment. That's like what it's really all about is like getting into character, getting into the moment.
We built like a little set in our living room for the Nick Valentine shoot. Like we set up the table in a certain place. We got props for it.
That's dope.
Like it was a whole thing, and it's so fun to do. And we can say that about any type of creation. You and your music, you're so incredibly talented at it. I won't go into specific details just because I don't know. I just don't want to keep it a little mystery. But no, you've recently, I asked you to, but you agreed to like send me something of yours, like a project of yours.
We can talk about it.
You wanted to? Okay, I'll go ahead and say then.
I mean, it comes out next Friday. Like
I won't say why. I won't say the reason why, but I had my own reasons. I said, Christian, can you send me your new song that's about to drop April 9th? Can you send me that early, like the full final copy, like early? And we discussed why you were totally behind it, and you sent it. So I now have that song. Oh my god, you're fucking talented as shit. Like I never came back to you with like the notes because you've done a lot more since I heard it in December when you thought it was done in December.
I really thought it was done in December. I was ready to like let's post it, and I was like, well, let me hold on.
We might talk about it the episode after it comes out. So next episode next recording session it won't have come out.
No, it will have. Oh, no, the recording session, no, but
But it will have come out when that airs, so we can talk about it because we both know the song.
Yep, hell yeah.
So I'd love to talk about it then, but you're so talented as well. What this boils down to is that both of us fucking love what we do and both have a drive to make that our moneymaker.
Yeah,
I'd love to live off. I'd love to go full-time into creation. Like, if I could put 40 hours a week into this podcast alone, our TikTok presence would be there.
Yeah.
You know, we'd be live streaming already. We'd be there. There's so much stuff that it has to sit on the back burner because at the end of the day, what's more important is both of us paying rent and,
and surviving.
Is surviving. So both of us have to have that job. But the second that you can go full time into creation,
and even if you're gonna like lower your living standards by quite a bit to do so, it's worth it. But like right now, if I were to do it, my living standards wouldn't be anything. I just like it's impossible. And at that point, I can't even fund my dream. Like,
exactly.
My dream can't fund itself, so I can't. How would I expect my dream to fund me? Like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, the second I can, man, it's Domino's is in the rear view, like that, and forever. Bye forever. Yeah, and I can't wait for that day if that day does come.
Yeah. And hey, if you keep trying, I'm sure it will. Like it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And it can happen. It can happen incredibly late. I'll go ahead and say that for a anniversary present for our 1-year wedding anniversary, I got Mimi something very special. It was a cameo. Are you familiar with Cameo?
Yes, I love Cameo.
I got a cameo from Dan Avedon from Game Grumps and Ninja Sex Party.
No way!
And when I tell you that it was the most worth it amount of money I've ever spent. Because
I love that.
I've seen so many cameos and it's like, hey, you know, this person,
right.
I was told by this person that you're, you know, having an anniversary. Congratulations, like big ups. That's so amazing. I'm so happy for you guys and I'm so happy to be part of the celebration. But I hope that maybe you can book me again another year. Go 2 years strong. Best of luck to you guys. You guys are great. And then they finish with a quote from the thing they're from.
Yep.
You know, they're like, oh, I'm known for being on Stranger Things. And then they say a quote.
Your typical script, yeah.
We got like a 10-minute video.
No way.
Yeah, he sent like a full ass 10-minute video. He went into depth. Like, I sent him a lot of detail. Like, I sent him a lot of stuff about her and, you know, the good things and the bad. And he spent so long on the bad in just the best way. He's like, hey, I dealt with that too. I recommend this book. If you've not heard this TED Talk, go listen to it, man. It's amazing. And he gave his own personal advice, and some of it can transfer into any artist. So this is what Dan said for Mimi that he would say to any artist, and what I'm going to say to you and anyone out there who wants to create. He played to empty stadiums, I can't even say stadiums, empty garages for like a decade.
Yep, I bet.
10 years of playing to 6 to 10 people.
Yeah. I didn't realize how old he was.
Oh yeah, he's an older gentleman. He's in his 40s.
Yep.
I'm not sure how old Dan Avedon. I think it's early 40s.
Yeah,
42. He's 42.
Yeah, he's the same age as my father.
Yeah, he is 42. So same age as your father.
Yep.
And of course, I mean, it goes without saying, he is human. During those 10 years, so many times he was like, maybe this just ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I've got to change something. So he changes something. 2 years go by. Nothing. No more improvement. It's not it wasn't a linear growth. He wasn't getting more and more popular.
Right.
It was nothing. And then one day after sticking out, everything happened at once.
Yeah.
His grandmother sent him a huge check that allowed him to move to California and, skyrocket his career. And all of a sudden it was exponential growth. And you never know when that spike's coming.
Yeah.
So just never stop working, man. Because if you don't, then you're going to hit it. Period. It's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. There's no chance of failure if you never stop.
Well, and that's funny to say because that's literally the entire story of Vocal Rest. So if you look at I won't go into too much detail because we're going to talk about it next week. But if you look at the cover art, it's hard to tell, but the audience doesn't exist. The audience isn't there. It's me singing to an empty. And that was kind of the whole point of Vocal Rest of if I'm not playing to anybody, if nobody's listening, if no one cares, then why don't I just go on Vocal Rest? Why don't I just, save my voice until someone does care?
Not put any music out, not write anything, spend more time writing something that you deem good.
Exactly. And just kind of, and then, you know, at some point in the song, I realize I'm not going to get that audience if I don't push it now. Like you don't just get an audience by waiting around for an audience. You get an audience by going out and getting an audience, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's literally the whole point of Vocal Rest. That's interesting you bring that up. Yeah. So
just because
couldn't agree more.
Name any of your favorite bands and go listen to their first album or like EPs they dropped before their first album.
If it's even available anymore. Like
it's not good most of the time. Dude, you're allowed to put out songs that you're not 100% with because at the end of the day, that's the joy of art is that you don't have to think it's 100% for someone else to do so.
Exactly. Yeah, like I listened to John Bellion's first stuff, a little bit of it that you can barely find. It's on Facebook. Like it's not on Spotify. It's hard to find on YouTube. But I found some of it, and it's not good. But he was like 18 or 19. Like, he was young.
Yeah.
And it's not good. But, of course, it wasn't good because he hadn't been doing it for very long. And now he's one of the biggest writers. Like, he does his own stuff, and he's decently popular. But he writes for an insane amount of people. He writes for so many people and produces for so many people. He's way more involved than you would think. But, yeah, like... It just takes that time, man. Time and dedication and the willingness to fail, which is hard.
Oh, dude. I fucking love failing.
Yeah?
It's the best.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah, man. Dude, I've had like 4 or 5 YouTube channels.
Yeah.
I've had like, I've only ever had one TikTok account, but I've had different eras of my...
Right.
TikTok creativity and path. I've had multiple eras of like creating not, and that's a downward trend over on the TikTok side of things. I've gone for so many things just for it not to take off, and it's awesome because every single time it's so cliched, but every single time you learn something.
Absolutely.
Because it's not learning from doing it; it's learning from the failure. Learning from the failure is such a weird fucking term. It's like, it's better phrased as understanding why you failed so you can avoid that in the future. That's what learning from failure is. Say, why didn't this go well? Blank? Awesome. Don't do that again.
Yeah.
Or do it different. You've got to try. You got to put something out there because otherwise you'll never take off. You'll never get anywhere.
Yeah, well, and I was telling my sister this yesterday, and I'm going to go ahead and end on this because it's about 10 minutes before.
Yeah, this seems like a nice little wrap up.
Yeah, so I was telling my sister this yesterday. When we went thrift shopping, we kind of had a long talk in the car, and I told her, like, she's struggling trying to pick up stuff because she hates being bad at something. And, like, of course, we all do. We all hate being bad at something. But you have to understand, the second you pick it up, that's the worst you're ever going to be at it. As long as you don't quit and come back, that is the worst you'll ever be at it.
It's very likely that when you pick something up, the second you do so, you are therefore the worst person in the world at it.
Yeah,
and that's expected.
Yeah.
You're at bar minimum, but that's because that's where everybody started.
But then literally 10 seconds later, you're better. And then 10 seconds. And you just got to stay with that. And you're going to hit plateaus. You're going to hit plateaus where you go a month and you honestly don't get a whole lot better. I experienced that with piano, and it was really, really hard. After like 2 years, I was just like, I can play the same shit that I could play 2 months ago, and I can't get any further along. And it's really frustrating. Yeah. There's just that, but you got to get over that hump, and then you get way, way better. It's exponential for a little bit, and then you plateau again. That's just.
I think that's all of art. I don't think I've ever seen a linear.
It's everything.
I don't think I've ever seen a linear build of art.
Nope.
It's always no one knows who you are. You're playing out to garages of 10 to 15 people. You're putting out a podcast that 25 people a week listen to. Winked at the camera for YouTube, Spotify, I'm winking. You're doing that, and then all of a sudden, no one knows why. A trend on TikTok, a buzzword on YouTube that got you in people's searches, word of mouth. Yeah. One person found you and thought you were so good that they recommended, and then someone that they does so, and it's exponential immediately. Yeah,
this is crazy. Actually, there was a local band that they're around my age, the local band here, and they did a show in their garage for like 8 people.
Yeah.
And 2 months later, they had sold out a venue. I was there. Like 250 people showed up. 350 people showed up, and they had to turn away like 100 people getting tickets at the door. They like, and like the whole city, the whole town knew them. Yeah. And they broke up recently because the guitarist, someone saw him and wanted them to tour with his band. And so he like for the past year or two has been touring with a band around the country.
There you go.
And it just happened like all of a sudden. And he was like, I don't know if I even want to do this. I kind of want to stay here and do this band thing. And his band members were like, bro, like this has been fun, but
yeah, they're like, we love you.
Gotta
go.
Yeah, but go, for the love of God. Like, you gotta do this. This is like a really, really, really big opportunity. And he loved it, man. He loved it. And it really can just happen just like that. So that's what I'm banking on. I know that's what you're banking on. And I think we both can get there.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Anyone out there that's artistically inclined can as well. And this doesn't just go for art at the end of the day.
No, it's everything.
You know, any type of skill, just keep working, man. You got it. You got this. We believe in you.
We sure do. And we're here for you. So
great
episode.
Talk. Great episode. Yeah, and everybody, I'll go ahead and say thank you so much to our sponsors one final time for, of course, sponsoring this episode, and also to Miller and Jamie, two people that have signed up for like a monthly subscription, monthly donation to the podcast so that
thank you very much.
We can put money back into it and make sure that your listening and viewing pleasure is as great as it possibly can be. If you're able to and would like to as well, you can go to anchor.fm, that is anchor.fm/anythingbut, and that'll bring you to our homepage where there will be a little subscribe button, and then you can do so in like monthly donation amounts of 99 cents, $4.99, or $9.99. You can cancel at any time. All the information's over there, so go check that out. But I'm happy. That was fantastic.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited to see what y'all have to say.
Yes, please. Feedback. Always.
Speak with us. Say what's up in the comments.
Yeah. Anything makes us happy.
It does. It puts a smile on our face. So love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
We sure will. Peace out, guys. Thanks for joining.
Peace out, everybody. Fuck yeah!